Some of you subscribers that have been around here for a while have known that my real struggles with carving have been eagle heads and eagles point blank. This was a quick carving I did to give a shout out to Rex over there at Carver's Corners. I'm not satisfied with this eagle. I think I realized just what made me unsatisfied about it was this back part, how it goes up like that. It doesn't resemble an eagle. I think his beak's too small too. So in this video, this is a piece of driftwood. I don't know what type of wood it is. I think it's a root piece. It's like a root skin. So what I'm gonna do in this video is show you guys that your carvings or your art's never done till you say it's done. I'm going to carve lots more of this wood here too because I like the colors inside there. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to take off lots of this face, and I'm going to recarve this eagle head in here. Maybe it's that eye, maybe I don't like the eye. I think if I took like where I'm tapping here, lots of that wood off, it might look more like a Geordie eagle. But I'm going to fix this up, and then I'm going to carve something down here. I have no idea what I'm going to carve here yet. When I'm fixing this up, I might carve the whole face off and recarve the whole thing. But when I'm doing that, I'll think of what I'm going to do here. And I'm going to put on my dust mask. I'm not going to film taking all this wood off, no need to, but I'm using my Ram the carver. This is the 1/4-inch handpiece with the Kutzall bit in here, the silver one, the medium aggressive, the normal Kutzall one, flame shape. All right. So this isn't going to be so much like a showing carving video, but kind of talking about opening up your mind. You can see I took off that top feather that was kind of going like that. Reminded me of one of those, I don't know if it was a parrot, but like a foreign kind of bird. You can see there's the top of the head there, so I carved all that out too. So I'm happier. I've come to the realization that like my eagle heads they're basically based on native carvings in my own style. That's probably where the carving fusion comes from. But if you look at this, like now his neck is so long, it looks like kind of like a dinosaur bird or something. You know, I'm just speaking out loud here. So this is a good time to sit back and think, well, you know, he's got that long neck. It looks like a turtle, actually. That long neck turtle. I could make it a turtle, but we'll just kind of keep on going for the eagle. So I've sat here, drank some of my coffee, had a cigarette, and processed what I want to do next. And I think this piece is more like an artistic thing. So we're not trying to go for realism. That's the thing with my eagle heads that I've come to live with, that I'm not a realism carver, and my style is my style. If people like it, they do. Well, if they don't, and I'm trying to sell stuff, I'll just try to improve. But if they don't like it, I really don't care. So I kind of have a style of the way I do things. I don't know how much room I have in this wood. See, it's thick there, but it's basically the shell of a root piece, right? Like the outside layer. I don't know how solid. I think that wood's pretty solid there. So let's look back here. So you always got to look at depth too, right? So, and this is, like I said, this is just me kind of talking out loud, making a video, having fun. I think what I'm going to do is I'll try and shorten that neck. If I can go like this by and make it kind of like one of my carving fusion things. If I go like this here, and I come up there, if I remove this wood, like if I cut on this side of the line, maybe not so high, but then maybe we can make this like a feather. Like a wing. And then this part would be the wing coming up this side. The way I kind of like that, but I don't know if that really works. I'm trying to think artistic here, open my mind a bit. I think that neck is still too long. If I push the wing up like this, kind of. let's make it really artistic and kind of make it pointy there. I don't know. It's up to you guys what you want to do. So this wing here would kind of be like this, and then you draw it here, and then you would kind of, your wing patterns, you could make them like this, or you can go do long wings like this, because you got different colors in the wood too. So like this would be the outer bark, this darker stuff, like the inner layer. There's different layers of bark, but this would be that stuff, and then this would be the hardwood, this whitewood. Don't know, you just got to kind of look at your piece and gauge it out and just do what makes you happy. I'm going to make this an artistic piece. And if it comes off as an eagle soaring with the wing there, then it does. I think we need to get rid of this line here and make it kind of like more like that. Let me see if I have a different color pen. It's good to have different colors of pens. Okay, so we got this Pooh Brown pen. You guys got any Pooh Brown pens? I think this kind needs to be more back this way, like it's soaring. It's just like a friggin' thunder eagle going poof, soaring up to the top. And then, like I said, this I'm not really too worried if this doesn't turn out. Yeah, those ones need to go like that. Opposite way. See? Anyways, I'm going to carve it and see what I come up with. Well, honestly, sometimes you have to accept failure. You know, you don't become a better artist with doing lots of failures, so that's for sure. I should have... The thing that screwed me up the whole time, and I knew it mentally, and I even said it on the video, it had such a long neck, right? Not just what kept on screwing with me. So I just kind of kept on carving and carving, and then I tried to make the wing bigger. Then it kind of dips down there. It makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. So now, and it was starting to remind me of a Canadian goose. It was just starting to remind me of a Canadian goose, because they got the long necks when they're flying, or the geese, whatever. So I'm still not done with this yet. I'm going to just kind of quickly carve something on here, make it somewhat of a artistic piece, abstract. I just see a turtle's head, I see a Canadian geese head. It's okay, it's fine. You guys, like, so when you have something mentally, like, learn from my mistakes, everybody. When you have something mentally telling you that it's not working, it doesn't look proportionate, like that long neck, take notice of it and do something. Like, I should have carved this. I still could carve this beak back here, get rid of all this, carve the beak back here, recarve the head in, but it doesn't make sense anymore because now that wing's just so warped in there. But, you know, really, when you're doing art, does it need to make sense? Does it? It's abstract. Does abstract make sense? I don't think it does. But this one's gonna be a tough save, I'll tell you that much right now. I think I'm just gonna friggin' do some friggin' things and things. Tell you the truth, I don't even want to carve this anymore. It stinks like donkey shit because it's driftwood. This piece, I think it's Douglas fir. I don't know. But I'm thinking here maybe I'll carve some mountains down here with the sun or a rising moon and just some swirly stuff and stuff. I don't know. So I'd just like to say welcome back to another episode of Jordy. What the F were you thinking? Oh boy. So, did I accomplish making a better eagle head? Yes, I accomplished that. Did I accomplish making this artistic piece? Yes, I accomplished that. This is far from done. This is going to have to be the first video. If you guys look, I kind of left a little piece back. Let's see if we can get some better lighting here. Looks like he's got a little leg. It's like one of those things. What did you say it was? Just carved, Rob? Not a phoenix, but back there it looks like there's a leg there. Here's some mountains here. I accomplished the mountains. And if I said, what's this going up here? I don't know. I really don't care. It's there to keep the, because this leg here is cracked right there somewhere. It's up in there. It's cracked. It doesn't attach to this. So this is super deep carving. This, like I said, this was a root piece, and this wood is freaking like carving bricks, I tell you. I think it's a Douglas fir root piece, and none of it smells good. It smells terrible. I didn't have the tape on my finger, and I almost got like a blister here. I was carving so hard. There's so much more to do on this. I don't know. I might even change out the eagle head, carve something else in there. But what I'm going to do is take a picture like you're going to see right now. Take that picture, and tonight I'll look at the picture, because this back here, I don't know what to do. I see a face. I see like an eyebrow ridge right here, and then like a ogre's face in the bottom jaw right here. But what do you want, an ogre's face coming out of the eagle's bumhole? So I don't know. And this line right here is pretty straight. I want this whole piece to have movement and stuff like that. So I will break up this line. I might just carve this piece right out. But then that gap might be too big. I don't know. I'll break that straight line up. And you see it goes straight here and straight here. Anyways, the next video I'll do more carving, and we'll talk about these things. I base this on like a Japanese wind. I've been doing this stuff since I very first started carving, but I was telling myself, okay, well, it's pretty simple to do ones like these. Anybody can do that. But why don't you start carving some depth and then turn these points in, make it like it's coming out of here and spiraling out, right? So anyways, I don't know. Jordy, what were you thinking? See you on the next one. Part 2 of what, Jordy? I don't even know what I'm going to name this thing. Maybe I'll take it. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, sorry everybody. I did a little bit more carving. I just couldn't stand that straight line down there. You know, I've been sitting here for 20 minutes looking at this piece, trying to decide what is it? And what am I going for? The real question, seriously, I'm serious, the real question I'm asking myself right now is, Jordy, have you lost your mind? Like, am I starting to lose it? That's the real question. Carve too much. 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 Too much. Carve. I wish for carve too much. 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 Carve too much.